BYU and Texas Tech, and at A&T Stadium.
Hey.
That's Saturday night. We into the big boys.
Hey.
Who you
Hey.
got?
Hey, man.
Texas
In that
Tech?
game,
Texas Tech.
I don't really know.
Texas Tech.
But
Texas
what-
Tech's number 5.
So, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that for a second.
Well,
As it stands now the rankings just may have came out about 15, 20 minutes ago while we were sitting here talking. The whole point was they had the 12. And ranked to number 11 was BYU at 10-1. And their combatant, their opponent in the Big 12 championship game is Texas Tech. That's at 10-1. And the same conference is ranked higher, 6 spots higher than them. And they're saying BYU, win, lose, or draw, is the first team out of the 12, and they're ranked 11. What kind of weird math is that?
They are saying, and let's not forget who they, because I have a bone to pick with them. That shit ESPN fluff. They've been hyping it up.
But
That's they. I
Men
just want
lie,
to be
women
clear.
lie,
That's
no
Disney
one's
World.
aren't they just reporting what the committee
Yeah.
is saying?
No,
They're
they do more. They report what the committee say, but they also interject their feelings and what they think.
they're doing exactly what we do
What
now.
we do, yeah.
We're offering our analysis.
Yeah, they get paid more.
They get paid a little bit more. But the same
we don't influence millions of people.
but the thing is though, even if you tip this or whatever you're trying to sway the narrative,
Yeah.
men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. If it's a 12-spot playoff and I'm ranked 11 before I play my conference championship, again, with a fellow opponent from the said conference, we have this same identical record. But somehow, they're ranked 6 spots higher than me, and it's 3 teams at 9-2 in front of me at 10-1. What are we? How am I out in any scenario unless I get beat on the field?
Texas Tech got all money too. BYU got more.
I would imagine that they do.
But
BYU
they're
got a lot of
the,
church
that's how
imagine.
we're talking about with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss and LSU.
LSU money.
Maybe he can see it, but how we got the same record in the same conference. We're playing the same conference championship. They're ranked. Why we're not 11 and 12? And you just bump Notre Dame, Alabama, and whoever else just bump them on up.
It's gonna
Bro,
be,
it's
it's
crazy.
gonna get crazy. So before we go any further,
I agree
everybody,
with
let
that,
y'all know.
actually.
Before we go any further, let y'all know this is Say Win Doc Sports Podcast here in Havana Rays. This show is sponsored by Gertha Cigars. Just to let you know, thank you guys so much for letting us use your venue. Now
Always
carry
with
on.
Van Rays, but yeah, man, I'm on a little bit of a tangent. Like, all right, out of everything as far as the conference championships that's coming up Saturday night, we got the locations in all of them.
Right.
But in all of them, we've got Miami of Ohio versus Northern
Western
Michigan. Let's not for just
Western
the
Michigan.
relegated. Yeah, we're gonna put them out of the conversation.
That's the MAC. Yeah.
The 4 that I've always been harping on, and again, maybe I've been getting it wrong to a point, but we've got BYU versus Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Identical records, same conference. They have a 6 spots discrepancy. Weird. Make that make sense.
Georgia?
Georgia's playing Alabama. Alabama. What we doing?
look.
How we doing this? All right, it ain't no more East and West in the SEC, which is that's weird. You add 2 teams,
So you
one
think
go to
Texas
East.
A&M should be in there?
I don't understand why they interrupted that. Now, make me understand that. Somebody over there at the SEC committee, make me understand that.
I don't know.
Because what's the point of that, man?
Bama's a bigger draw, and this is the best way to get them in
Of
without
course,
all
that's
the
what that
requirement
is.
of. But again, bro, you got so many. The half of the top 10, 50%, 5 of the teams in the top 10, which is 50%, are SEC teams. The top, half of the top 10 is SEC teams. But bro, how you gonna keep Oklahoma out and Oklahoma beat Bama head to head?
Woo, we got a lot to get into. That's how we got to figure it out. And that's what happens when you went for 4, you went to 12, and you would think it
It was
big
supposed to
enough.
fix all of this.
It didn't fix anything.
But when you could just say, nah, man, we want him to go. Hey, man, whoever got the most wins, that's how we used to do it.
And we're going to figure
We'll
out
do
a
this.
way to get these guys
Yeah.
in because we think they need
But
to
if
be
you
in
go
there.
back to where we started a 14 playoff, it was a rule of thumb that the conference champion will always get in. And the conference runner-up will always have first consideration to give in. But see, they thought that the records was going to be identical.
Yeah.
They thought they was going to always have the 2 best teams in the conference.
That's what
They
they
didn't
thought.
plan on the next 14 having the same record, identical record.
But when those conferences started to, when everybody ran for the hills and ran for the money and to say, okay, we've got to get protection from the big conferences, let's just be real. The Big Ten, they figured it out. They made the pool the right
They
move.
figured it out well, didn't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they did.
hey,
Yeah,
but
they
hey,
did.
in the whole divorce and the crazy dysfunction when DSF came and took the children, we took Oklahoma and Texas, so we didn't do too bad.
No, we didn't do
you
bad
dig
at
what
all.
I'm saying? So what I'm
With
getting
that
to
TV deal money.
with their TV deal money, but even
Same
those
thing a couple of years before that with Missouri and Texas A&M.
again.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at the point of we're doing away East and West. Why? Just put Oklahoma in the East and put Texas in the West, or vice versa.
That's what they
And
did
we can
last
keep going.
time.
That's how we can do it. But now you're saying best record. At the end of the day, last time I checked, and I checked this morning, 9-2 is not better than 11-1. How's Alabama in the SEC championship game? In whose brain? Who just said, "Hey man, if they go for it, bruh, how?" Oklahoma,
know.
and then you got them over Oklahoma, and Oklahoma beat Alabama heads up. Like,
So what about the game that makes the most sense? Indiana and Ohio State.
okay,
That
game
game
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
okay.
But see, this is how they envision that every conference would be. Like
But
this.
again, I'm tripping off the SEC having like a championship, or I'm talking about the combatants and the criteria and the prerequisites to get there. You have a better record than your opponents, then you leapfrog them. You beat them head to head. It's only two ways to get jumped. Straight, hey, you beat me head to head, or you got a better record. Now when we get down to this coin flipping and this, and you played on this.
Hold
day,
on. Say that again.
Hey,
If you beat me head to head,
beat me head to head,
or
or
you
have
got a better record. Now you knew a better record was thrown out the door 2013.
But hey man, but again, that,
Yeah, I'm just
That was
saying.
always-
That,
But again,
gave them
that-
something that okay.
that files into the weird Rolodex as well, because I
Yeah.
still don't see how they. Hey man, they lost their quarterback. Yeah, but they got another one. What we talking about?
and that's what Ole Miss gonna have to worry about also because
Yep.
they lost their coach.
Yep.
They lost the whole coaching staff. Are
Yep.
they the same
Now,
team?
how crazy would that be? If Lane Kiffin
No
was gone,
crazier
so they
than
just-
A&M not being in the SEC championship game. What? Dog, I'm like,
Stay Win Doc Sports is in the building.
I'm like, I get it, man. The running joke used to be like the SEC championship game was the Crimson Tide Invitational.
Yeah.
I remember.
But
I
I,
lived through
I
that.
also thought a lot of that was Alabama was deserving. Even though I
Exactly.
didn't like it.
But point being is, you can pencil it in December. Bama gonna be in. They gonna be in Atlanta, and they gonna. So again, do they still got? They got leases there. They get to go to the SEC championship. Look, bro, if you win it and you earn it, cool.
So Indiana and Ohio State, that's the most balanced conference game. You agree?
Yeah.
Now let's just talk about the most unbalanced. And I've been waiting on this. That's why
Bro,
we staying it for last.
I know you be tripping on the ACC, and I try to tell that don't make nobody. That don't make Nathaniel Wallace. sense.
Duke and Virginia.
Yeah.
ACC championship at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That, who is, wait a minute.
Duke and Virginia.
What is Duke's record?
I think they're 75.
Bro, I don't even think they ranked.
Let
homie.
So
me
if
check it out.
Duke-
75.
So if Duke wins the game.
ACC champion is
They're the ACC crown champs.
And you
You
know you know what? I hope they win.
But how, what?
I wanna
Because
matters?
won't they throw
Bro, okay.
a monkey wrench in everything, bro?
But what I'm saying is, if we lean into the thought process of what you're saying, the ACC always get crapped on. So this is when you stand up straight and say, "Hey man, how did you arrive at this craziness?"
Yes.
Duke, okay, Virginia. Shout out to Tony Elliott
Now,
at the Cavaliers.
Virginia is 71. Let's just run through because this is crazy. Let's just run through who we think. Let's just run through the top 6 ACC. That's just was relevant. And the reason I say that is because we're going to go from 71, which is Virginia's the best team.
That's in conference though.
Yes, this is the ACC conference. This
But
is
what's
the
their
first
overall record?
Virginia is 10-2. SMU is 8-4. Miami is 10-2. Pitt is 8-4. Georgia Tech is 9-3. Duke is 75. That's the overall record.
So you put a 75 team in because they got a better conference win. record.
Yes, pretty much. Because check this out. Miami is 6-2. SMU is 6-2 in the conference. Pitt is 6-2. Georgia Tech is 6-2.
Hey man,
And if you really, it's just crazy in the
Look.
ACC, especially with overall records, because we can keep going all the way down to 7-5 to 8-4 overall, but then the conference go from 4-4, 4-4,
But again-
4-4, and Florida State is dead last.
So to your point,
Nah,
dog, when
actually,
you
not
can
dead
tell me how Duke is playing for
and
a
it's supposed to be
conference
the two best
championship,
teams. It should be Miami and Virginia because you should go with the overall record.
When we can figure that out, then we can figure out what in the hell Bama's
Hey, man,
playing
push the
in
tape, put the
SEC
dance
Y'all
Championship.
capping for Miami.
Yo.
Man. Y'all can't be capping for Miami.
Bro, but this is the strength.
No,
of-
because I'm giving the flat, but I agree with what T is saying though. I also do.
Bruh,
I totally agree.
What I'm
I
saying
just
is-
don't think that the folks that's pulling the strings.
Can I
is
tell y'all
thinking
something
like
that's
that,
funny?
dog.
It
Can I tell
don't
y'all
make
something really
no
funny?
sense, though.
Let me just tell y'all who Duke losses, and y'all gonna trip.
Bro, they not ranked.
Tulane beat Duke.
Okay, but
34-27. Tulane. And Tulane a good team.
Tulane
They ranked.
They just-
but what I'm saying is, how are you playing for a conference championship and you not ranked,
UConn beat Duke.
bro?
UConn.
How you playing for a national champion? How you playing for a conference championship and it's teams that's better in the conference?
But
than you
Virginia lost to Duke. Yeah.
Georgia
So they
Tech.
running it back.
Virginia lost to Duke 34-17.
Hey man, look.
The ACC is in trouble.
But the SEC doing the same crazy. Look, man. Look.
Oh, look. And Duke did beat Georgia Tech 27-18. Miami lost to Georgia
Okay,
Tech, I
so
think.
I'm looking over here at these numbers. 10-2 and 10-2 trump everything else. In this hodgepodge of a conference, this is what. Hey man.
When you
Hey.
say, but when you leave the what it was Coastal and Atlantic, what was
Yeah, whatever.
when you say you got rid of that,
When the East and West.
you said you wanted the two best teams in your conference to play.
Yeah.
I guess you thought it was gonna be whoever. I don't know if you were gonna talk Miami and Clemson.
this-
I don't know, but you fell into a situation that you cannot get out of.
This
Because
is-
if you was gonna go by that, I'm with T. You should have went with the 10-2 overall record,
Yeah.
which was a better look
Yeah.
for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
If Virginia and Miami play each other and have a loss, it's a better look for the conference champion no matter who wins.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
get two in.
Yeah.
You get
You
two
might
get
get two,
better.
but they at least get one.
Yeah,
Bro,
at least
this
Duke
right here don't
win-
get you, bro. This
If Duke
right,
win,
it don't get.
if Duke win the conference, how you gonna explain?
It's a
Duke?
turd salad either way,
Cool.
bro. What I'm
I
saying
hope
to
Duke win.
hold on, man. What I'm saying to y'all is this, man.
No, we understand exactly what you're saying.
Well,
bro.
no, from the ACC, bro. This sounds like fire sale mentality.
Yeah.
This look like end run. What are you doing? If the flags don't go up, wait, whoa. Let's have a meeting in Charlotte before we play this irrelevant, dumb game. Wait a minute. Duke is not ranked, and they're playing in a conference championship
Yeah.
over a team who's got a better record, who's got a bigger brand. Okay, Alabama. Let's say in that equation, Alabama's a bigger brand than A&M. All right, I guess I get that. But Duke over Miami?
Woo!
Hey.
Man, put the dartboard away
I
and take
agree.
off the blindfold.
I
man.
agree,
Because it
dog.
look like they doing this. Hey man, good. We sticking it. Print the tickets.
Now you understand how I feel about the ACC.
Yeah, man.